let's talk about teaching patience and self-control to toddlers. Practicing is a great way to learn patience and self-control. So I hand you an apple and then I ask for it back, and I hand you an apple and ask for it back, and I hand you an apple. We're practicing taking turns holding the apple. We do a lot of practice in the garden. We do a lot of practice playing games. We do a lot of practice cooking a recipe, because there's a lot of turn taking and being patient. It's the cutest thing whenever we're making a recipe and the kids will all be watching like one student get ready to pour milk or crack an egg, and they're all just like, they're so nervous and worried about what's going to happen. But like if someone cracks an egg and it falls on the table, I just hop up and put the bowl under there and scoop it in off the edge of the table, and I try to giggle or laugh. Or I had a child one time that was so upset about making mistakes, and he's a man now, so this was a long time ago, and he spilled his drink and just would fall apart in the most tears, and his parents were not upset with him for spilling. This wasn't coming from environment. It was coming from anxiety inside of himself, and it was like so sad. And I was like, it's all right, buddy, and then cleaned it up. And then the next time he spilled and he just like fell apart, and so I just like took my fist and whacked my own drink over and sloshed it all over the table too. And then I started laughing, and at first he was just like and he was so upset, but then he realized, like, I was like, well, everybody does it, we all make mistakes, so let's clean it up. And I got a towel for him and a towel for me, and we cleaned it up. So it's all just about like exposure, and then how you handle it from there. And bit by bit you learn. When my daughter was little, I was so nervous about anything being wrong that when we would cook together, and I would just freak out if she spilled an egg. And that's really where I learned a lot of things that I'd rather not be, because to this day, she's in her 30s and she does not like to crack eggs in front of me. But she cracks eggs on her own and would like to do it. She loves to cook things when I'm not around, but she doesn't like to cook with me. And that made me feel sad. And when she was, in older elementary school, I was like, this isn't the person that I want to be. I didn't learn something else from someone else, but I had to work on it and learn it from my environment and from the mistakes that I regretted. So you will too. And you learn patience right along with your kids. And don't expect perfection out of them or you, because we're human, and the only perfect person was Jesus, and we're not him. So just be patient with yourself and the kids around you, and they'll learn and they'll get there.